wanted to talk a little bit about your obviously your fan base, Brazilian, the major in Brazil. How do you deal with the fame? I don't know. Educate us a little bit more about Brazilian CS:GO and how you live your life with those amazing fans.
Brazilian CSGO is huge. Like CS Counter-Strike at all has been super big in Brazil since 2000, and that's because in the early ages we had all those cyber coffees, all those LAN houses, we call it LAN houses in Brazil, where people would go from school after school and then play some games, sometimes stay overnight, and every single neighborhood in Brazil had one of that. And
Okay.
then at the early stages, neighborhoods were playing against other neighborhoods, and they were just playing computer games. Even I have a Dota background because of that too, because on those cyber coffees I was playing in, that was basically CS 1.5 and Dota being played on Warcraft 3 a lot. Like that's why I always played both games, because we would change from CS to Dota very quickly, get 10 people playing, they'll be super fun. That's how I started playing Dota. And then as internet started developing more in the country and computers got more accessible, it all became online, and then this fever of cyber coffees just disappeared, unfortunately. So this atmosphere of people getting together in a place to play went away, but people start playing more from home. So the Counter Strike community was always super big because Brazil is a super big country. It's like we are 10, 12 European countries at once. We're super big. A lot the amount of people that we have is insane. And Counter Strike was always there. It started dying a little bit in 2009 to 2010 because CS 1.6 was fading away and giving space to CSGO in the further years. And it got very big again from 2013 to 16. That's mainly when we became the best team in the world for twice in a row. And now we got even more popular with Gaules kind of creating a new shape on how games can be cast, because he is not the usual caster that's going to go and do play by play. He's just someone in a bar watching a game, and then people can come along and talk. Like it's more of this chill atmosphere. And I think that got the attention of many other Brazilians who didn't really fall for CSGO before, but now because of Gaules and because of the atmosphere, they are engaged in more than one thing. So they're going to be watching NBA together. They're going to be watching CSGO together. And that kind of put even more people watching the game. So it's very, very easy for a Brazilian team to be playing now when we have 150,000 people watching it, 200,000 people watching it. And that's a combination of all these multiple factors from the past, from the success our teams had in the past, and now from Gaules kind of creating this vibe that got attention from more and more people from different landscapes. So Brazilian CSGO is huge. Like for this major in Brazil, they sold the tickets for last year because the major was supposed to be last year, and because
Hmm.
of COVID, they postponed it. And for this year, when they launched the tickets again, many people had their tickets from last year still guaranteed. So there was basically no tickets to be sold for
Hmm.
this year. And that was crazy because the community grew so much during the year. I think they could easily fill a stadium with 75,000 people to watch the major if they wanted. But of course, they didn't think about that last year, and maybe it's not so easy to pull an event like that. But I can guarantee you, like a 75,000 people event in Brazil for CS, it would be completely doable. Like a major, it would be completely
Damn, that
doable,
sounds hype.
which
It's amazing.
which is insane. Like I don't think any other country could do it like this way. And I think this is going to be the best major ever. And for every Brazilian player, this is the moment to pick. This is where you have to play. This is where you have to be. Like you got to find a way to be there. It's not going to be easy. I think this is the dream coming true to all Brazilians to be able to play in front of a Brazilian crowd like that. The Brazilian create state of CS is not only its highest, which makes it even harder. I think there's a chance, actually a chance, that if teams doesn't develop better in the next months, we might actually have no team playing the stage in Brazil, because you know how it works in major, right? You have to go to the top eight to actually play in front of the stage, to play in front of the crowd. So if we don't have a top eight Brazilian team, barely can see any Brazilian
That
teams
would
playing
be
on
a
the stage.
shame. That would be a shame.
Yeah, that would be a shame. So it's up to us now to find a way
Step up.
to
Yeah.
get crazy good, to step up in 2 or 3 months and make sure we can get there. There will be a lot online, but it's going to be a super good event. I think you guys should come to see it. I think it's a
I
lifetime experience to see a
I
Brazilian
would
event like
love
that.
to. For us, it's been a big company objective. How to make it to the major with our team, hopefully. But if not, we'll go without our team. But Dude, I've still not gone to a major in CS:GO. Can you believe it? It's been
I think you guys can make it this time. I mean, you could have made it last time too. The team is pretty competitive. Now you got some new talent over there. They're playing super well. New leader. I think you guys are gonna make it.
I'll
But if
keep
you
you
don't come anyway, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth
absolutely.
to see. Like the Brazilians are so passionate. It's worth seeing it.